The weaponized, politicized Biden-Harris justice system is now waving the white flag of surrender, thanks, frankly, to all of you, the American people. Earlier today, federal prosecutors, they dropped all charges against Donald Trump stemming from the bogus January 6th case. It is now officially over. There'll be no trial in the Washington swamp. There'll be no conviction. There'll be no jail time. There'll be no fines. On X, President-elect Donald Trump reacted, quote, "These cases, like all of the other cases I have been forced to go through, are empty and lawless and should never have been brought." He continued, quote, goes on, "It was a political hijacking and a low point in the history of our country that such a thing could have happened, and yet I persevered against all odds and I won." Now think about this. With the election over, the DOJ is suddenly no longer interested. How amazing. In pursuing a case. As we have reported over and over, it is now crystal clear to all. These charges were never about justice, and the American people rejected all of the 9 years of smear, slander, besmirchment, lawfare, weaponization of justice, the politicizing of the FBI and our intelligence community. They rejected it overwhelmingly this past election, as they rejected legacy media, which is dead. Instead, this was always a blatant effort by, unfortunately, actors, Democrats, your federal government, to destroy Donald Trump, prevent him from ever becoming president again. They've tried their best. It is amazing that this man is still standing after all that they threw at him. But the American people, they knew better. And now it's critical that the Department of Justice undergo much needed reforms. Measures need to be put in place so this can never, ever happen again to anybody, Democrat, Republican. The days of anti-Trump, anti-conservative witch hunts are over, and needless to say, Democrats are not particularly happy. Take a look.
Well, look, I certainly understand why he did it, given the Department of Justice policy that you cannot prosecute a sitting president. I think it is a shame for justice in this country.
Of course, now there's no accountability, either using the constitutional method of impeachment or the courts.
One of the things is we saw all these cases and they never broke through because the media is different.
They're also very worried about what will happen to the rule of law now that these signals are being sent to Trump's base.
You have one man who has managed to really escape justice in all of the various ways that feels very unsatisfying in terms of the rule of law in this country, and it makes us more akin to regimes that we heretofore have denigrated.
There needs to be a little introspection and self-reflection in a moment like this, and maybe the fact that they lied to the American people, they peddled conspiracy theories, they gave selective information, didn't always tell the truth. Maybe that was the reason the American people widely rejected this. But the hysteria on the left, it is now far, it is wide. It appears the self-proclaimed saviors of democracy are having a difficult time with the election results. In fact, at Biden's own State Department, they organized multiple therapy sessions to help their employees cope with Donald Trump's win. According to the Washington Free Beacon, quote, one source